sorry, I have a crappy bicep. I don't even know why I'm trying to even flex. Y'all are not impressed by this, I know, but long arms, what can you do? Greetings, this is Dr. Akila, and as promised, I filmed my video doing my glute exercises. Remember, I did a confession on the biggest mistake I ever made was building a muscle butt, and many of you kept saying, oh, please show us how you did it. Well, I filmed it, and I just want to let you know that it wore me out. I did something really stupid. I filmed the muscle butt video, and then after that did my regular exercise. Stupid. It was a stupid thing to do. So I just want to let you all know that, just want to give you a little basics before I show you the video. You want to start off with 2 to 3, if you're a beginner, 2 to 3 exercises. Now these exercises can be done at home. If you have weights, towards the end it gets really advanced. So if you are a professional bodybuilder, or if you are a moderate bodybuilder, or if you're a gym rat, if you're really experienced with building muscle, then I want you to wait to the end of the video. The end of the video is I really show some extreme advanced glute exercises that will guarantee to build muscle on the butt. But the rest of the exercises really actually you can do at home. It's very important to do glute work about 2 to 3 times a week. It depends on how heavy you're lifting and how hard you're squeezing your glutes. If you're doing weighted glutes, just work it twice a week. That's all you have to do, just like a muscle group. If you're adding weights, if you're doing weight resistance, just basically 2 times a week. But if you are just doing toning and you're doing a lot of reps and a few sets, then you could do it like 3 times, no more than that, okay? And remember, allow 24 to 48 hours in between each exercise for the muscle to regroup, relax, rebuild, and everything like that. So start off with 2 exercises and move up to 4. Do not go more than 4 exercises on your glutes. You want to start off with 2 minimum, 4 maximum on exercises. I do a lot of exercises, so you can pick 4 of the many I show. I think I show at least 12. And you can do from anywhere from 10, a minimum of 10 reps, to 15 to 20 to 25 to 30. It just depends on the exercise, because when I do the pelvic thrust hold, you're going to want to only do 5 of those because you're going to hold those as long as you can. But I want you to pace yourself and write down, your limit, how many you did before you collapse on the floor. And then try to do your best to outdo yourself the following week and build it up. Okay? If you have any questions about any of these exercises, please feel free to ask me below. And without any further ado, let me show you how I build my muscle butt. Okay, ladies, here we go. We're going to start off first with the single leg hip extension. Just get on all 4s. Of course, get your hair out the way if you have long dreads like me. And stand up and have your leg put up like in a backwards L, and then just bend it upward. Be sure not to bring your knees all the way down to the mat. Now, some people like to keep it in the L. I don't, because this right here is a beginner stage where you are on all 4s with your arms extended. So you don't have that much to extend as far as the leg going backwards. But the key to this is to just keep the foot going upward. And now I'm going down. I'm showing you the advanced position here. When you have your elbows resting on the mat, it forces you actually to extend your leg all the way up. And what you want to do is you want to push at your heels. Okay? You'll see better on this one right here. Push at your heels. And so I'm not having, I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm being aware of my form. So if you notice that when I go up, I am pushing at my heels. And also the most important thing you need to do when you are extended is to squeeze the glutes. This is also very important. As you extend, squeeze. Bring it down, release. Up, squeeze. Bring it down, release. up again, squeeze, pushing through your heels and squeezing at the same time. So once you make that contraction, you're going to squeeze your glutes. That is going to make it nice, round, and firm. And this exercise, like I said, this is the advanced level, so it's no joke. So when you're bent down forward like that, you have to extend further up. The next exercise is called the glute kickback. Okay, once again, get on all fours, or you can go in advanced level on your arms and elbows. But I'm going to show you guys the beginning stages because I have lots of exercise to do. So leg fully extended out and bring it back up. When you bring it back, or shall I say full kickback, but this is the straight leg. Some people call this the straight leg donkey kick. And when you have it back, squeeze. Okay, let me show you right here. Squeeze. All right, we're going to do, now I'm going to show you the advanced level right here. Up. And when it goes up, squeeze. Now I'm doing a little slower on this one as an advanced, because it's more intense when you do it on the advanced level down, as far as your head down and your elbows resting on the mat. So up, every time you go up, squeeze. As it goes down, as your leg goes down, never letting your foot touch the floor. You never let your toe or any part of the foot touch the floor when you bring it down. Okay? All right. So the next one is the backward leg extension. And you all probably seen this one before. Okay? So what you do is you get on all fours and you extend your leg back. Bring it back into we'll extend it forward and then bring it back into an L shape. As you bring it forward, you're going to squeeze the glutes. When you bring it to an L shape, you relax the glutes. So let me show you on the other leg here. And I'm going to do the advanced level here, going down on my elbows. Here we go. L, squeeze, extend it. Relax the glutes, extended squeeze, relaxing, squeeze, relaxing, squeeze. So remember, every time you bring it back, you're going to relax. When you bring it back to an L shape, you're going to relax the glutes. When you bring it forward, squeeze the glutes. And you can do this 10 to 15 to 20 times. So you're going to do 15, 20 reps, probably 3 to 4 sets or 2 sets. It's all up to you, okay? So the next exercise here is going to be my favorite, what I call the bend side leg raises. This is, I call this the dog peeing on a tree exercise, because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like, you know, when you're walking on all fours, when a dog actually lifts up its legs to mark its territory or to pee, it lifts its leg like this, and it goes, shh. Okay, I'm done. So that's what you're doing. So you do this, and then you keep it at an L shape. You can also do it on the other side. And when you bring the leg up on the side, you're going to squeeze the glutes. Remember, this is the key here. You all not having weights. Of course, I'm watching my form here. I'm trying to watch myself in the mirror, and it's not working. Trying to make sure my form is correct. But every time you bring it up, because you're not doing any weights. Now, if you have ankle weights, that'll be great, because you don't really have to do that much squeezing. But if you don't have any ankle weights or something to weigh your leg down, then squeeze the glutes. Okay, the next one is a tricky one. This is going to be called the forward bent side leg raises, okay? So you're going to pump it. What you're doing is you're doing your best to bring your knee to your ear, okay? So that was, what am I doing? Am I doing, okay, now I know what I'm doing. I showed you the bent one, and now I'm showing you the extended side leg extensions. These hurt, okay? So you relax. And when you extend, you tighten the glutes. You squeeze the glutes. So let me show you on the other side. I had to take a break on that one. It tore me up. So the knee to the ear, you bend it. Bend, bend. Don't worry about squeezing the glutes here. I don't do it. I don't even bother it. But when I do the extended side leg extension, I am going to squeeze the glutes as I extend the leg out. So I'm going to bring it to my ear, extend it out, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Relax the glutes, squeeze the glutes, relax the glutes, squeeze the glutes, and push out through your heel, okay? Always push out through your heel and squeeze the glutes on the extension. And this is very, very advanced. It's going to wear you out. Here's normal. What everybody all know is squats. Squats will build your muscle butt quickly. Now, I have the camera further away because you all know I'm pretty tall. And as a tall person, I really don't care too much for squats. I do them. I have to if I'm going to have definition in my legs, quads, hams, as well as, you know, keeping my glutes firm. But these squats right here hurt. Now, these are different than weighted squats. This is strictly glute squat. So as I'm bent down, I'm squeezing. Squeeze right here. And I release as I come up to the top. Okay? Down, squeeze, up, release. And I'm going to show you a side view. You're going to see a side view where I'm going to show you I'm sticking my butt out a little bit because, you know, if you're really, really tall, you don't want to do any damage to your knees. So you really want to make sure that your legs are fully extended apart past your shoulders. Now, I made a mistake and did this on the mat. So you're going to see me slip or the mats are going to start to spread apart. So I'm only going to do this one last one and then I'm going to get off the mats because they're, you know, causing me to spread apart. So I'm off the mat and I'm on the floor. So once again, have the legs spread wide apart past the shoulders, especially if you're tall. And you want to sit down just like you're going, just sit when you squat. It's just like you're sitting, but stick the butt out. Stick your glutes, your booty, your bum, your butt. Stick it out and squeeze. Come down as much as you can. But like I said, if you're tall, be careful with your knees. So you don't want to go past your knees as far as your body is concerned. But this, I'm not doing this with weights, so it's perfectly fine. When you stick it out, squeeze. Okay? Now these are very interesting. Pelvic thrusts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread my legs and I'm going to throw my pelvic in the air and I'm going to squeeze my glutes simultaneously and hold it. Hold it as long as I can. Come down, but I'm not coming down all the way to the mat. When you see me come down, you notice that my buttocks is not touching the mat. I'm just slightly, like about an inch or two above the mat, still keeping the glutes engaged. Also working out the thighs as well. This exercise work out more than just your glutes. It works out your thighs, and you all know what they call that V indentation that some guys have down there. This is great for that. I don't know what that's called, but it's like you see this V shape down in their pelvic area. It's very sexy. This will help that too. Okay, now I'm resting my butt here because I did it 5 times and I held it as long as I could and keeping my glutes tight. Now I'm going to do the thrust. The thrust, you just squeeze and you go up, up. Remember, never when you thrust your glutes, when you thrust upward, you do not let your buttocks rest on the mat until you have finished the exercise completely. So as I'm thrusting up, I am going to squeeze the buttocks. This is a more of an advanced level here. See, like that? So I'm going to thrust up, up, having my I'm having my leg over my knee. And unfortunately, I didn't film the other side of the leg. I did film the other side of the leg, but forgot to put that in here. So you're thrusting up and you keep it extended. You keep the glutes tightened. Now this is called the flutter kicks. And let me just say this. This bench is very unstable. It's very wobbly. And you can see me laughing a little bit on it because I didn't realize it was wobbly until I started to film exactly right now. And as I go up, it's going to the right. Then when I lift my other leg and push to the left, and I'm saying to myself, oh my God, my gym has this crazy bench, and it's like a electrical horse. It's trying to buck me off. So anyway, these right here are called hip bridge and a bench hip bridge. Excuse me, not a excuse me. These are flutter kicks. I'm sorry, I'm delusional. Flutter kicks. You lift your leg up, squeeze, hold it for like a second or two, bring it back down. And I'm not doing these. I'm not holding them up long enough because I'm scared I'm going to fall off the bench because the bench is wobbling back and forth. Is the screw, I think it's several screws loose on this bench, and it's rocking me back and forth. So you want to pick a bench that is very stable, and you'll be able to do this. So you lift your back leg and you hold it for a second or two, squeezing the glutes, bringing it down, doing the other leg. You can do each leg 10 to 15 times each. Okay? Now I'm going to show you a faster way of doing this. Now, when you do it this fast, you don't have to squeeze. I don't. You could, but I don't. So I just lift it up, do the other one, back and forth, and look at me, I'm just about falling. You can see I'm laughing. I'm really, really laughing at myself like, I cannot believe I'm about to fall off. Amazing, amazing. Anyway, 10 of these each. Now, here are the last 3 exercises are going to be my favorite. I love this. This is called the bench hip bridge. All right, you take a little ball, you put in between your knees, you take a bench, stable or unstable. You will have your shoulder blades rest on the back of the bench. You have your buttocks down, but don't touch the floor, and you bring it all the way up, fully extended, back down. When you bring it back up, squeeze the glutes. As you can see, you can possibly see, if you really pay attention to my buttocks, you can see I am squeezing it because then it gets a little flat when you squeeze it. And then when I'm not squeezing it, it rounds out. So you see how I'm squeezing it as I bring it up. The ball stays in between your knees. You keep this in between your knees, and it's good for keeping your balance as you go up and down on the bridge. This is called the hip bridge, and you're using a bench. Some people use a Swiss ball, but I don't like Swiss balls for that very reason. I like the bench. So you can extend your arms, but make sure you have your shoulder blades rest on the bench. Now, here is where the muscle butt begins. Right here, this is called the barbell glute bridge. Now, you can either have the barbell rest completely on your pelvic area, or you can use a towel. So right here, I'm using a towel. Well, I don't use a towel, but if you want to use a towel, you have the towel wrapped over there on your pelvic area, and you have the bar rest there, so it doesn't cause any pain or indentation. I don't use a towel because I have plenty of cushion on my thighs to keep the barbell stable. Not only that, but it helps with my balance. So I don't want a towel there because without the towel, it really keeps my balance there. So you go all the way on the floor. My buttocks is resting on the floor. When you have such a heavy weight, I do believe that's 25, 20, 50. That's 105 pounds that I'm lifting up. You need to really pace to see how much you can do. I'm pretty strong. Actually, I'm very strong. So don't go so heavy. Don't do 100 pounds or 105 pounds unless you are a professional or moderate lifter. So I have it on my pelvic area, and I still squeeze. Even though I have all this weight on my pelvic area, I'm still squeezing as I extend upward. Having my shoulder blades resting on the bench, and I'm lifting up. And I make sure I rest all the way back down so I can lift the barbell up and off of my pelvic area. And the last one we have here is the dumbbell. So if you don't have a glute, if you don't feel comfortable doing the barbell glutes, you can do the dumbbell glute bridge. So what you do is you take a dumbbell any size. This is 50 pounds. You put it in between your legs and have it close to your crotch as possible. And notice this, when it comes to the dumbbell, I don't have my glutes touching the floor. The barbell I do because it's long and it's much a heavier weight. Once again, shoulder blades on the bench. You can have your legs, you can have your arms bent or extended, and as you raise up, squeeze. Relax as you come down. Bring it up, squeeze. Relax as you come down. Bring it up, squeeze. Relax as you come down. This is really building muscle in the buttocks. If you ever have a flat butt, you will not have one during this exercise. And just put it to the side and get up on your own. All right, this concludes my exercise on how to build a muscle, but I hope you all enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you next time.